News 8's Kevin Hoy is joining us with a look at what happened on this day in history.
Well, this will be the last day that we'll be talking about presidential elections because November 8th is the latest possible date for a presidential election because, as I said yesterday or the day before, it's the Tuesday after the first Monday. So there have been 6 elections on the 8th, and the next one will fall on the 8th as well. In 1892, former President Grover Cleveland defeated incumbent President Benjamin Harrison in a rematch of the 1888 election. The win made Cleveland the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms and the only to be counted twice in the numbering of presidents. He's the 22nd and the 24th. In 1960, U.S. Senator John F. Kennedy defeated Vice President Richard Nixon in a tightly contested election. Kennedy was elected with a narrow 0.16% lead in the popular vote. He won in the Electoral College by 84 votes. Kennedy became the youngest man elected to the presidency at 43 years old. He held office until 1963 when he was assassinated while driving through Dallas. Moving to medical history, in 1895 the X-ray was discovered by German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen while he was experimenting with electricity. He took the first picture using X-rays of his wife's hand 2 weeks later. The invention was a huge step forward, as you can imagine, in the medical world, as it made the inside of the body viewable without having to cut into the flesh. That's pretty convenient. It earned Röntgen the first Nobel Prize in physics in 1901.
Super cool.
Yeah. On this day 90 years ago, Nazi Party leader Adolf Hitler attempted to overthrow the German government for the first time. The attempted revolution failed as the Nazis were pushed back by police. Hitler was arrested 3 days later for treason and sentenced to 5 years in prison. That was where he wrote his autobiography, Mein Kampf. Before being released after 9 months because of pressure on the German government, the Nazi Party gained majority power of Germany in 1932. On this day 3 years ago, a fire aboard the Carnival Splendor cruise ship left nearly 4,500 people without electricity. The ship had to be towed to San Diego from near Mexico. During the 3-day tow, passengers had to live without air conditioning in warm temperatures. Supplies were able to be ferried to the ship during the journey, but without electricity, that means
no toilets,
no working toilets, no lights, kind of packed in there with
like
4,500 people. It was worse in 2013 on the other
if I
ship,
remember, weren't they like, sorry about that, folks, here's a free cruise for you. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's not so good. Also on this day in 1870, the first official weather warning in the United States was issued by the National Weather Service. That one's probably for Bill or Michelle.
Got to throw something in there for Bill.
And in 2005, the video game Guitar Hero was released in America. You like that?
I do like Guitar Hero.
Have you played it?
I've played it. My daughter's way better at it than I am.
I think it's an intergenerational thing. Like, I've had played with my parents and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
Pretty good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, what are you working on for next week?
Well, I'll be talking about the end of a major war and the dedication of a site in Washington, D.C. that honors those soldiers who are lost in battle.
All right, Kevin, thanks very much. We're going to take a break, but